Damn, how I get a thumbs up and ain't nobody even in this bitch yet? Put that out real quick. What's up, man? Give y'all a second to jump up in here. Y'all know how this works. What's up? What up, Todd? Ian Andre, what up, man? There y'all go. What up, Eric Smith? Salute, Cleveland. All right, Grizz. Dave Gas, damn, y'all jumping in fast. Iceland. New Jersey in the house. Midway shooter. Just nobody. I'm chilling, man. Beat the COVID shit. Feeling a lot better. Woke up feeling fresh today. That shit had laid me down. What up, Brandon? What up, Teresa? What up, Visual? Brandon G, Philly in the house. 215 love all day. Corpus Christi, Texas. Been through there. What up, David? Shout out all of the UK. VA Beach, man. We try to hit VA Beach like at least 4 times a summer. Yeah, Philly's definitely my second home, man. So what's everybody up to, man? What's good? Everybody healthy? Everybody alive? I'm good. Finally back after this COVID shit, but I kept it pushing, man. I ain't laid down. Yeah, I was getting ready to do a video, man. I said, nah, man, let me go live, man. Let me say what's up to everybody. Pensacola, Florida. Yeah, Florida's nice. Detroit in the house. It's good to be able to smoke again, man. I ain't smoked no bud, no cigarettes, like all that stuff I had to lay back while I was sick. Yeah, I'm still gonna do the video today, Wise. I was actually setting up, and I said, man, I'm gonna jump on this live real quick, pick everybody's brains. Yeah, 15, man, got it out the mud. Now, my homeboy was telling me the other day, he's like, you know what's crazy, man? He was like, you're one of the few dudes in your genre that have gotten to where you're at without being interviewed, without, somebody else putting you on, and, I'm cool with that, man. I like, I like getting it out the mud. How's it? Drake said, how's the Kung flu treating you? I'm over it, man. I beat it. Mercy. Yo, I had the same thing. That is the most painful thing in the world. That appendix shit is no joke. Mine ruptured when I was like 19. But felt like I was going to die. Great Value said, did you ever meet Joe from After Prison Show? Nah, I seen Joe. I was in the same prison as Joe towards the end of my bid. But I ain't never kick it with the dude. Some of my homeboys did, but just wasn't my, who wasn't my type of dude, man. Yeah, but Buddy Lee, man. Buddy Lee was a gangster. That's some shit to see, man. An old man walking across a pod with a shank taped to a cane, trying to play it off, and then just starts jabbing somebody with it. That was crazy, man. Old Buddy Lee was, he was a real one. Old, man. And people take them old dudes for a joke. But you don't ever know why somebody's in there. You don't know what the next man is capable of. Buddy Lee proved that. That man had to be pushing 80 years old. Buddy Lee wasn't playing, man. He shot the sheriff, but he ain't shoot the deputy. You know what I mean? Yeah, Buddy Lee. He was scared, though. That's the thing with Buddy Lee. And I don't think he was scared of the repercussions. I just think, Buddy Lee had become a savage wild in all the years he'd been locked up. You gotta remember, he got locked up in the 60s. But he was a killer, but he wasn't like, you know what I mean? He wasn't your everyday killer. He wasn't a shooter. He wasn't out here, committing crimes. Buddy Lee was a working man that got cheated on, and he just killed both of them. So when he had to stab that dude up in prison, it wasn't nothing new to him. I'm sure he had stabbed people. He'd been down a long time, but I don't think he enjoyed it. Yeah, go Sox. Sox in the house all day. Hell yeah, Michael. Caleb Clear. What's good? What's good, homie? I'm chilling, man. Just seeing what y'all up to. See if y'all got any questions. I've been out of work all week, laid up. Luckily, man, for real, I didn't even really give a fuck what happened to me, man. I'm gonna be okay. I know that I've been through worse. Not stressing it. I was stressed for my 3-year-old, man. I'm like, damn, man, the wife has got COVID. My other son's got COVID, but my 3-year-old, and it didn't do nothing to him, man. The dude never even, I don't know if he's asymptomatic. I don't know, I mean, if he's not human. That dude didn't so much as get a sniffle. And all the rest of us tested positive and we was laid up. Damn, good looking Chill Will, man. Y'all salute Chill Will. You're a good dude, man. Let me fix this real quick, man. Yeah, y'all gotta salute Chill Will. I had to moderate Chill. I've been waiting to hear from Chill. Matthew said, "Do y'all have to show paperwork in prison?" See, that's the crazy thing about here on the East, man, and in Virginia in particular. You don't ask people about their charges. You just don't. It's like one of the unsaid rules of prison. You just mind your business. They're not showing paperwork, and they should. You know what I mean? But the honest truth is they don't. And a lot of these dudes, man, they've lost that shit before they even got to the prison. They scribbled on it, did something with it in the jail, no longer even have their charges. But nah, they don't show paperwork out here. The West and the East is it's two different worlds when it comes to how prisons ran. We're not segregated. You know what I mean? The only people you see really segregating themselves are the gang members. Like Bloods are gonna run with Bloods, Crips with Crips. But as far as white and black goes, we don't do none of that either, man. You can rock with whoever you want to rock with. So what's up? 2021. What y'all think? It's gonna be a better year. Yeah, I've heard a lot of yeah, Matthew. I've heard it's segregated in a lot of places, man, but it's not here. Y'all know what I think about 2021? It ain't gonna be no different than 2020, man. A lot of people gonna die. This corona shit ain't, it ain't going away, so it ain't like it can't do anything but get worse. Nah, hell nah. I started 2021 with positive coronavirus results laid up. You know what I mean? My New Year's came in and I was laid in the bed. Like I said, 2021 and 2020, what's the difference? We lost a lot of good people last year. We're going to lose a lot of good people this year. A lot of bad shit happened last year. A lot of bad shit's going to happen this year. We still ain't came to terms with everything that's going on this political stuff with the White House. That's 2021. You still got the rioting and the protesting going on. That's 2021. So far, 2021 looks just like 2020. I appreciate it, Greg. You said work dedication. Absolutely, man. Even when I was sick, I was, you know, still posting, man. Got to keep y'all entertained. You know what I mean? And I love what I do. I love reaching out to y'all, talking to y'all. I love the fan base. I love the platform. I love being able to tell my stories and relive my past, man. Hoping that, somebody listens and doesn't end up there. That I can help, make somebody's day a little bit easier. People say, when you come home, you need to forget about that. That's why everybody goes back to prison. That's exactly why everybody goes back to prison. Because they try to forget about everything that they went through, everything that they saw, everything that, they were just living and just go back to ordinary life. It doesn't work that way. I think about prison every day. I'm not institutionalized, but I never let it leave my mind. That way I know it's there. You know what I mean? When you start forgetting about stuff, that's when you stop caring. Nah, you're right. Nah, you're right, Ocean. You can't escape your past. To this day, to this day, I've got, my prison ID. Welcome, Viola. Salute. Like, and I've seen a lot. Like, people fail to realize that getting locked up at a young age and going through all these different places, you're gonna see a lot. I mean, that's just what it is. A lot of the dudes I grew up with that I haven't even done stories on yet are killers, man. They're doing life. Tillman and Kevin Golfin killed 2 state troopers. One's on death row, one's doing life. Travis and Philip Friend had their mother, posed as a prostitute at the truck stop, jacked the truck driver, killed him, and ended up getting tore off. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the people I grew up with are doing life. I got homeboys that are on death row. I've seen some things, and it's good to be able to talk about things. For me, it's therapeutic. I heard somebody else say that, well, every time I talk about it, I gotta relive it, relive it, relive it. You know what I mean? If the hell you went through can get somebody else to heaven, then it's all worth it. Yeah, VA has death penalty. Absolutely. The place I was at, Greensville, is where they do the executions. Thank you, AI. Have a speedy recovery. Yeah, I'm recovered, man. I just wouldn't lay down. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't lay down. I felt like if I laid down while I was sick and just laid there like you see the majority of people doing when they're sick, that it was gonna cripple me. And I'm not trying to be like that. You know what I mean? So I stayed up. I stayed moving around. Like, I couldn't be around my guys and get all of them sick at work, so I would wait till they would leave and I would go oversee projects and things. You know what I mean? That's why y'all would see me in my truck. I wasn't just out running around coughing in people's mouths and running up in stores. Nah, man. I was, still running what I had to do, man. I was making something shake. Like, I ain't about to lay up out of work for no week. How was the virus? It was rough. It was rough, man. But it was nothing more than like a really bad case of the flu. Like, that was it. When I would breathe, it would feel like there was fire going through my nasal cavities. I kept a headache, and that shit was like a ping pong ball in my head. Like, one moment it would hurt here, then it would hurt back here, then it'd be over here, then it would just be throbbing. But for the most part, man, I just, stayed hydrated. OG Security said, I still know my DOC number and I've been out coming on 20 years. Me too. Me too. I use my DOC number in a lot of things. Yeah, it's like a bad flu. It's not like it was when it first started, not at least for me. And I'm not trying to downplay anybody that's lost anybody or had somebody, die to it or that's still sick from it. Hey, my heart goes out to you. But for me, it wasn't that bad, man. Yeah, thank you. I feel much better, man. Everybody else all right though? Nobody else sick? Nobody's 2021 started off rough. Because as of right now, we all in the same boat. Yeah, Carlos, I'm much better, man. Talking to a dude named Doc TV, man. Y'all check Doc TV out on the YouTube. He does interviews and stuff, and pretty much that's what he's doing. He interviews other inmates. I'm supposed to do an interview with him tomorrow. So I'd like y'all to check him out. Support Doc TV. Not sure what time, but I'm sure he'll upload it. I'll drop a post so y'all can go watch it. Like I said, I haven't done no interviews. I appreciate everybody that reaches out to the other prison channels and all talking about me. But for real, man, I've made it this far, like, all by myself. Great value, Bleach. Hey, thanks for the $5 donation, man. Salute, man. T-Bub, what up, G? What up, though? Yeah, I lost weight. Damn right, I lost weight. I lost my appetite for like a week straight. I didn't have no taste or smell, so I wasn't, you know what I mean? I wasn't hungry. Everything I put in my mouth just tasted like mush. I think I lost like 8 pounds in a week. John Doe, what's good? What's poppin' from South Central, East Side, Lancaster, California. I'm gonna be back out there probably in March, man. So, you know, I want to do some interviews with people out there rather than do like the interviews. I'm gonna do them where you see two people on the same screen and stuff and whatnot. But I also want to do like in-person interviews. Like I want to interview dudes from LA. You know what I mean? Dudes that have been to these places, San Quentin, all these crazy places. You know? Yeah, I've been through a riot. Two actually, two. But it's not like what you see on TV. And it's not, it's not race related. The first one I was in was over ice, like ice, like they have an ice machine in the pod, and it was summertime and we were baking. There's no AC. I mean, we were literally roasting in there. They wouldn't fix the ice machine, and dudes tore that bitch up. If you had somebody you wanted to get at them. But for the most part, the riot wasn't aimed towards anything but trying to destroy the prison. Tammy House, hey, appreciate you, man. Big salute, Tammy, man. Y'all salute Tammy. Thank you for the $10 donation. Yeah, he said you need to talk to OG Badger or Big JD. Yeah, facts. But that's the type of stuff I want to do in person. Like I want to sit down and talk to people. Not that I'm always gonna be able to do that, but since I know I'm going back to Cali in a few months, it'd be a good time. Like I'm gonna get around to going back up top, going back to Philly, interviewing some of my homeboys up there, man. Let some of the other dudes up there tell some of the stories, man. Cause anybody that's from Philly, man, knows already what it is. What's up, Holly Young? Salute, Holly. You always checking in, always. Yeah, I know. I did look. I love Philly, man, but I just can't. I can't. Even with the state of mind I got right now, Philly's one of those places you can just get jammed up. You know what I mean? You can just get jammed up, man. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Be chilling 1 minute and locked up the next. And you got a lot of dumbass dudes, man. A lot of nut ass dudes that run around Philly that'll make you do something to them. You know what I mean? You know how many smokers I've had to slap and do stupid shit to just because they, was all tweaked out of their mind. So Philly's one of the places when I go to Philly, I already have to have a plan, man. I got to know where I'm going, who I'm going to see. It ain't like the old days. I can't just go to Philly and go back to, 68th Street or down Elmwood, think it's going to be the same. I've been gone for a while, man. I haven't been out Philly in a long time. I go out there, nothing's going to be the same, man. Only thing you might catch is a couple of old heads stay in the same spot. The old heads don't like to move. Yeah, and it's no hate towards Philly, man. I love Philly, I really do. You know what I mean? My best friend and my brother from another, he's from Philly. He still got about 4 years to do. Hopefully something changed. He comes home this year, but I mean, Philly showed me a lot of love. I love Philly, man. I just can't do it, man. I can't do no more F. Chris Spencer with the 4.99 donation checking in. Y'all donate. Y'all salute Chris Spencer, man. Yeah, the last show I went to out Philly, man. This is crazy because it was before I got locked up. Was the Snoop Dogg and Game after party, and this is when Game had just dropped, got big. My homeboy Jimmy Molino, Jimmy Brinks out there in Philly was doing his thing. He was signed at the time, and we went to this after party out there that was just, man, insane. We met the game. Dude is like could be in the WWE. That's a tall ass dude. It's a big dude, man. Woodland's always been bad, man. I got Woodland stories too. Woodland's always been bad. Like you just can't. People sleep on Philly because they ain't been to Philly. Like you always hear about Chicago. You always hear about New York. That's what you hear. That's what they put in the news. But this shit in Philly's been going on. Them boys been busting guns all day, every day for the longest time. Bodies been dropping. You know what I mean? If you're from Philly, man, you can't say I grew up in Philly and I don't know nobody that died from a gunshot wound. That's just you haven't lived in Philly, man. You know, a lot of dudes I kicked it with, a lot of dudes I know to this day, most of them dudes been shot. If they haven't been shot, they've been shot at. And almost all of them been locked up. Yeah, you was off Diamond, yeah. North Philly. I had a homeboy from 10th and Diamond. So you already know it goes down out there. And now I got a family, you know what I mean? I got kids. I can't just be, I'm not 19 again. I can't just bounce back up top to Philly, man. Yeah, see? Like you be surprised. It ain't like what y'all think with a gunshot wound. I got homeboys that got hit one time and got scars that go all the way across their entire body from where they had to open them up to dig one bullet out. You know what I mean? And fragments and fix bones. And it's just, I live in the suburbs now. I used to hate on the soft ass suburb dudes. I love the suburbs. It's quiet. Old people live around me. I try to. I try to affect others, man. Philly's still wild. The only difference is now everybody's got a gun. I call back up top. The first thing I hear is everybody's got a gun. You know what I mean? Dudes that used to be able to rumble, they can't rumble no more. Them boys ain't rumbling. Them boys will shoot you broad daylight, smoke your boots, and then go beat the case. I ain't never been locked up somewhere and seen so many shooters go home. And Philly's one of them places, man. Someone said, "Do I rep anything?" Nah, I don't rep anything. Never. Brian Davis said he did the whole entire State Road tour, can relate to everything. Yeah, absolutely. For y'all that don't know, State Road is where they house all their facilities. You got CSCF, House of Corrections, Adult Detention Center, PIC. Like, it's just a road of nothing but lockup. So you hear somebody from Philly mention State Road, they're pretty much, that's just the road where if your ass gets locked up, you're going to be on, unless you get sent to Camp Hill or somewhere else. But you're going to start off on State Road. Everybody locked up in Philly starts off on State Road. Yeah, I do. I rap that good life. You know, I think what's crazy, man, when I was young, my biggest fear in life was just being normal. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be normal. I liked the drama. I liked the everyday suspense that came with the life I lived. I liked the fighting, the females, the money, being the man. I loved that shit. I could never imagine, you know, just having a house, having a wife, having a kids. I always worked. Don't get that misconstrued. That I worked. You know what I mean? I kept jobs because you always got to have two plans. I would hustle and work. You know what I mean? So that way I'd have just that much more money. But I could never imagine just being who I am now. You know, I still got this stuff coming up where I ran over dude's car or whatever. I got to go to court at 12 for that. But I got a beast lawyer and everything's handled. The dude got a new car. You know, but this is what I enjoy, man. Like Pac said, I love paying the rent when the rent's due. Hey, I love paying them bills. They come in and I get bills sometimes that, you know, they stressful, but it's gonna get paid. And I'm cool with that. Cops knock on my door, I can actually answer the door, man. Answer the door like, what's up, man? And not have to tell everybody, shh, shh, turn the TV down, turn the TV down, don't move. It's a good life. Time to settle up, paying the bills. What did I just click on to? Taylor says it's a good feeling. It is a good feeling, man. It's a great feeling. It's good to know that, you know, like my 3-year-old, he sleeps with me. This dude has slept with me since the day he was born. He was not doing that crib shit. If you wanted to hear a baby scream till daylight, put him in the crib. So he has slept beside me every single day since he's been born. You know what I mean? And it's a good feeling. I wake up in the morning and I got to slide my arm from underneath his little head, tuck him back in, walk in my walk-in closet, get dressed and go to work. That's a good feeling, man. Yeah, that was a lot of bills though, Todd. Brian Dave got two warrants right now. I hate looking over my shoulder. Stop looking over your shoulder. Turn yourself in. I tried to tell one of my homeboys recently, man. I said, look, you need to turn yourself in. You got some charges. You're gonna do some time. That's cool. But what you do is you get out here, and once you get those warrants, you start ripping and running, and you end up you pick up new charges. By the time you get towed off, ain't no telling where you're at, who you're with, what you got on you. You know what I mean? You know that if you walk up to the jail today and say, hey, I got some warrants, I need to turn myself in. You know it's gonna be over sooner than later. I ran. You know what I mean? I used to run. Like I never get a bond because they know once they get me in custody, even if you give me bond, I'm gonna run again. Salute, Pinky. Glad you're doing good, man. Beat out. What's good, broski? What's good, man? Chilling, man. Over this corona shit. I'm over this. And I still been dropping videos every day, man. You know. Had to. I missed it. Missed it. Missed y'all, man. I mean, this is great for me. Somebody said I should write a book. This is my book. This is my book. You can go back to the stores, put them all in order, and you can flip them, you know, flip through the pages, man. I'm not, man. I went and got tested, man, and it came back. Everybody in my house got tested, except for everybody got tested. All of ours came back, except for, you know, my youngest sons. But then he got sick. Hey, man, big salute to Valerie Irvin, man, for the $50 donation, man. Y'all salute Valerie, man. That's what's up. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you. Much appreciated. You don't even know. But yeah, my oldest son's test, yeah, make sure y'all salute Valerie, man. My oldest son's test didn't even, you know, it said negative. But just because it said negative, you got 3 people in the house that are positive. Your ass is positive. It's just going to take a day or two before it kicks in. They kicked in, and man, next thing you know, I'm like, he's like, oh, my head is hurt. I don't feel good. And he laid up in the room for 2 days. Yeah, thanks, Valerie. Yeah, I got a lot more to come, man. I get confused sometimes when I see YouTubers like stop talking about stuff they seen. I'm like, how long was you in jail? How long was you in prison? Like 6 months? Because I mean, my last stretch was almost 10 years, 4 months, almost 4,000 days. You know what I mean? You know how much shit you see in that amount of time? A lot. Like, how you gonna be a prison YouTuber, make 20 videos about shit you seen in prison, and then that's the end of that. You know what I mean? People run out of shit to talk about because they really hadn't been in there. They hadn't done that much time. They just haven't. Yeah, almost 4,000 days, 10 years, 4 months. You got to think that's 12,000 prison trays. It's a lot of time in prison. And I got homeboys that My homeboy Twin, he goes up for his first parole, man. I'm gonna do a story on Jacob Aquino for any of y'all that know him. Doing 36 years, man, for 3 robberies that his brother committed. He's been down 21 years. But I got dudes like him. What I was getting at is that's been down 20 years. He's the same age as me. He's been down 21 years since he was 19. Still got 15 to go. So my 10 is, you know, a walk in the park when you think about it like that. Yeah, do I ever think I'll interview anyone that I've done time with that's come home? Yeah. Here's the problem. Majority of the dudes I've done time with are still doing time. Everybody I want to interview that I did time with or that I mess with is still locked up. Or they got out and they went right back in. You know what I mean? My homeboy Bunkin just caught 16 years on drugs and gun charges and is now in the feds. 16. Look, VA will burn your ass. She said, I heard they give a lot of time in VA since the Commonwealth State. They will burn your ass. When I mean they will burn you, they give out numbers out here that are unreal, man, for stupid shit. Like stupid shit. You got dudes that are still locked up for weed from the 80s. Still in prison right now. Doing time for a truckload of weed, you know what I mean, from 1987. For real. Like Virginia will grease your ass up. Like everybody thinks that when it comes to a child molester, you're supposed to just poke them up in prison. You can slap them up, take their stuff, disrespect them, extort them. But go ahead, kill one of them if you want to. Kill one of them. Stab one of them up. They will have your ass sitting in the electric chair. They will put you on death row out here in VA. I've seen dudes get 5 extra years for robbing somebody in prison. Like running up in somebody's cell, beating them up, taking their commissary, and the dude pressing charges. And then now your ass is going back to court for robbing somebody in prison and getting 5 years for stealing some potato chips. Like, if you ain't from VA, don't come out here with that bullshit. Do not. Don't worry about the streets. You know what I mean? You better worry about what happens once they lock your ass up. Squads and Plies in the house. Hey, big salute, Squads. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Feeling a lot better, man. And you can get your boots smoked out here in VA. Like our projects out here, don't nobody go to our projects out here but people that live in the projects, people that are looking for drugs, or the cops when they're called. You know what I mean? Like, you watch our news around here, our projects are jumping. I mean, and the crazy thing is it's kids getting killed out here. You see that shit so much. Kids, children, dudes are just bump, 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 letting off shots, and the little children are the ones getting killed. Dude might get hit in the hip, and his daughter might get her brains blown out all over the stoop. That shit is very common out here in Virginia, in the projects. They're giving out, like, a drug case, you catch yourself a gun case and a drug case in Virginia. The stupid shit. Get in trouble a couple times. Like I told y'all, Michael Cottrell's doing 56 years for breaking into a house. What more can I say? Petersburg is jumping, man. We were working in Petersburg about a month ago, and we're coming through there, and I look over the gas station, and there's crime scene tape everywhere. There's a car sitting there, dude is smoked in the driver's seat. Shit was all over the news. The passenger shot him right there in the driver's seat. Boom, killed him. Got out at the gas station and rode out. We put it up. There's people standing across the street crying. They got tape up. There's a church right there across the gas station. And all these people out there looking at this dude dead in the car. Just crying. Petersburg is like, you already know what to expect. Shout out B. B with the 499. Salute B, man. Y'all make sure y'all salute. But it's like that. That's pretty much, it's like that anytime you go somewhere where you know you're like, where motherfuckers are hungry. You know you're in the projects. You know ain't no money in this neighborhood. You know everybody's messed up out here. You know what comes with it. You know what I mean? There's one of those in every state. I don't care if you're in Omaha, Nebraska. There's something everywhere, man. Yeah, I had one of my cellies, man, Woody. George Neenan or Keenan. George Neenan was from Florida, and he was an interstate compact here from Florida. And he used to tell me stories, man. Like, he'd tell me stories of Florida, and he was like, man, this shit here is all right. He was like, you do not want to do time in Florida. He told me that the guards would do petty shit, give him a broom and tell him to go sweep the sunlight off the sidewalk. He was like, what? Like, sweep the sunlight off the sidewalk. Somebody said, were you booked with that 23-1 dude? Yeah, I was up Greensville with him, but he was another dude he was on a separate yard to me. I seen him when I first came through there, and the only reason I recognize him, or still recognize him to this day, is because of the tattoos he had. I pick up on things like that. So I remember seeing him, but yeah, I've got a Cash App. It's money sign capital M RJAY 1188376. Mr. J 1188376. Yeah, my homeboy RJ was from Dinwiddie. I was in prison with a dude named RJ, skinny dude. Man, I got some stories on RJ too, if you know what I'm talking about. He's got one of those. He's got the center of his chest caves in. It's like an inverted chest. But RJ was solid, man. He definitely represented for Dinwiddie, man. Even though his country out there, RJ used to put it down. Do you do motivational speaking? No, I don't, but I do. There has been talks to me going back to the prisons, and you know, talking to people, that are still locked up, trying to let people know, that there's another way. Let them know there's more out here. Don't believe what you're told, man. Don't let people discourage you or make you think you can't be more than what you can be. Be whatever you want to be. You're not gonna be a heart surgeon. You know what I mean? That's a no-brainer. But you can get out here and live a good life. Even when I'm covered in tattoos, people don't see none of that. They talk to me. I'm a likable character. I'm honest. I'm loyal. So Chris Coop said, Do you still use or drink? Nah, nah. I smoke bud every now and then. I don't drink. Like, I can't drink. Like, I like to drink too much. Like, I'm not one of them guys that can have one or two beers and just be cool. If I have one or two beers, it'll be one or two beers every day until it turns into a 12 pack every day. Then it turns into a bottle of Jack. Nah, I can't drink, man. Yeah, Ted Party look like he used his chest as a popcorn bowl. Exactly. Hey, that dude, I've seen him eat. I can't remember what it was. He was laying in his bunk and he was being funny, man. And like I told you, his chest is inverted. I think it was Chex Mix. I seen him put it in the center of his chest and he was just eating it out the center of his chest, man. And RJ used to rumble. Skinny ass white dude from Dinwiddie, man. Used to rumble. He could not fight to save his life. But yo, RJ would go. RJ was, 0-6. I seen him fight 6 times, man. And he's 0-6, but RJ would go. He used to get pissed off and be ready to rumble. And I'd be like, it's one of the things you're like, come on, man. You know you can't fight. Like, you're about to get beat up. And RJ wouldn't care, man. RJ had a big heart. But he told me that one time. He said, man, I ain't scared. I got a heart. I said, dog, heart ain't doing nothing but getting your ass whooped. Like, you need to get some hands and get some hands fast because that shit you're doing is not working, man. And I'll put my Cash App in the link after we do this live, man. Thank you though. I appreciate it. Almost went to jail in Chicago. Real talk. This was way back. Well, actually, not Chicago. We was outside of Chicago. It was a place called Champaign, Urbana, Danville, right outside of Chicago. I lived out there for a little bit, and man, that shit got real fast. When I mean it got real fast, it got too real. And I said, man, I gotta get the fuck. I gotta get away from Illinois, man. I think I stayed in Illinois for like, you know, maybe 3 weeks, man. And I said, man, I ain't never coming back to Illinois. said, yeah, like all about the Benjamins girls hollering you can't fight. Yo, that was exactly how RJ was, man. Oh, RJ from Dinwiddie. I need to look him up, man. Find him and get him on here. Yeah, man, he could not fight. He got to rumbling on the basketball court one time, and he just started throwing these like windmill punches, and dude was just backing up from him. Hadn't even put his hand up. RJ put his head up, and dude just punched him. Boom, and split his shit and rocked him and beat him up. You know what I mean? He never would back down though. Dudes calling, come on, let's go. We'll go in the bathroom and fight. RJ's going in there. Skirt, 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 skirt. Boom. RJ get beat up. RJ come out still talking shit. You ain't whooped me though. I ain't no pussy. I went in there, right? And you know what? Honestly, man, even if you can't fight, that's what it's all about. Just showing people that you will. Hey, what up, Chris? Shouting out Louisville, Kentucky. Hi, happy chick. You want to contact for interview? Go to J Let's Live Life at gmail.com. That's JAY Let's Live Life at gmail.com. That's the Gmail for anybody trying to holler. Get up. Rodney Allison, yes, that's his name. That's his name. Ted Party, yes, that's his name. Absolutely, 100%. Rodney Allison, RJ. RJ would go, man. RJ will tell you. He'll tell you. I'll call him on it. RJ was 0-6. And he get his thing off sometimes, you know what I mean? Like they just be whooping on him. RJ could put them hands on you. But he would ultimately just lose. He's too tall and too skinny, man. And he had a temper, man. RJ would get irritated over the most stupid shit and just blah, blah, blah. Snap out on somebody that would just bust his whole shit. You know what I mean? And run up on him and shove him. And before we could all be like, no, he'd been dusted RJ's ass off, man. Yeah, Rodney cannot, man. I'm not taking nothing from him, man, but he should, take up another hobby because it's not fighting. In the heart category, he gets a 10, but when it comes to hands, man, I don't even know if he's registering. Betty H said, when you go to the hole, will you automatically be there for a specific amount of time? Depends on what you're in the hole for. Certain charges carry a certain amount of time. If you're on an investigation, then, you could be there for a while. I was on an investigation one time for almost a year. You know what I mean? Almost an entire year I sat on an investigation. Somebody just pulled up, not sure who it is. Like my two longest stints, one was like 4 days shy of a year because I was going to sue their asses. They kept me in there for a year. And another one was like 11 months and something. St. Greece from Athens, Greece. What up? What up? What up? Yeah, I've been stabbed. Homeboy Frog just showed up. What up, man? Just doing this live. Yeah. On the live, what's up with you?
This is exactly how I found it when I opened the door.
What's wrong with it?
It's only 12 ones.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, look, I'm going to jump off. I got to handle some business, man. I'll be back on in a little bit. I love all y'all. One of my workers is here. Somehow his check got messed up. Let me fix this. I love all y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Keeping y'all entertained. Are you not entertained? Jay Williams, let's live life, man. Salute.
I did it.